they get white shorts. You know what on the top?
How? So people talk about the fact that they do not like cliche, and things literally would not work without cliche. Things would not work without cliche. A very example where like cliche is very referenced is film. Very, very, very referenced everywhere. You hear the word cliche, cliche, cliche. We are so quick to reference something cliche because we've seen it in 2 films that we watched last year. Things would not work out generally if you do not have cliche in them. Clichés are like subjective, but generally they don't change them to be cliche. Like nothing changes it to be cliche, because if I've not seen things for like over a period of time, and you've seen things for like over a period of time, definitely you seem cliche to you. For me, I've not seen it, it's not cliche to me. But generally, I do not mind cliche at this point of my life, because I've come to realize that these things are like important in how things go, right?
Which of these 2 artists will you respect more? An artist who tries to come up with original idea, quote and unquote, and an artist who basically just replicates what every other person has done or what you have seen before, but he makes them better. But then the other artist probably fails with his original ideas. Which of these artists will you follow more or respect more?
So for this question, it's actually a tricky one for me because of what I've stated earlier on what I see originality as. I see both artworks as original, right? It depends on I won't go out early and say this is the guy I will pick, right? Because I might end up following both of them. That's me. I have taste, literally. So I would say I actually follow both artists, but to pick one particular person, I like the idea of someone sitting down to like scrap things off from like the gutter to actually make something off like from nothing. But this is why I think generally whatever that person comes up with at the end of the day gets to be inspired by something. Everything is inspired by something, right? No matter how much of a genius he feels he is, something inspires what he gets to actually paint, like at the end of the day, which is like literally the same thing for this other guy. Something is going to inspire him. But this is the thing here. For this guy, what inspires him might not be really clear to us, right? It might be jungles of like going to eat at Mama's distance place, walking through the street, what happened yesterday, and now he's constructing everything together to actually paint this picture. And for this guy, it's literally, Mona Lisa's work, and he's actually trying to actually paint it. For this guy, it's clear. For this guy, it's not. So like, I think that's just the difference. But like, the original would sense it.
See, this one no be love talk. Now the person will settle down, choose his stuff. To be honest, I do not have respect for anybody that just replicates things. And it actually annoys me more. Yeah, this talk is controversial, but it annoys me more when these replicators are hyped for their replications.
Celebrated.
Yeah, like, but one other thing, yes, it's the world we're in. It's the world we're in. So everybody's conforming to the world we're in and stuff. But I vibe with wherever I will follow the original person more.
Sometimes it's a camera angle. Like, we all replicate camera angles. Hello, if somebody puts a name for one camera angle and say that him invent stationary wide shot and you use them, you are replicating, of course. Are you going to say you're less of an artist because you replicate wide shot we person do? Or like a 360 panning stuff, you replicate it. Are you going to say you're less of an artist because this particular person did or invents it? Like, you're doing the same work this person does when he's on set doing it. So like, if you look at this replication stuff, it's a very deep-rooted topic. So like, for cliche, I've just learned to accept it, right? And I don't think I can explain it enough for someone who doesn't understand it the way I do to actually understand what I mean.
But I have one cliche that I kind of do not have a problem with, but I would like to change, right? And it's characters, especially set in like sci-fi world, and they're in this futuristic vibe. They're usually wearing either grey, long costumes, long trousers with some weird designs, or they're wearing white, or they're wearing black.
What would have been wearing?
I think that is one thing that everybody's kind of used to, and everybody doesn't mind. I'm referencing this because of an idea and it's actually the fact that I thought that, okay, what if this guy is wearing an Ankara material and stuff like that? Like, it wouldn't be bad though. Like it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad and stuff like that. Like that's what I feel and stuff. Then if there's some kind of cliches that I don't like, so especially it's kind of eats me harder in romantic films. You know, that happy ending kind of thing where you know that somebody's living and the Lord will spiritually minister to them, and they will turn their car back and they will run into the they go run into the church and just gonna scatter wedding like that and come out with the bride.
See, you just can't. This is what I think about. You just can't talk.
Godin was talking about the fact that we're replicating wide shots, right? And the question was kind of like referencing to cliche, right? And no be me talk am. They say cliche na something where they irritated by, but you understand? But like something like wide shots, for anybody that is doing wide shots, nobody's irritated by doing something like a wide shot, even though everybody does a wide shot. Like it feels like more of like a rule that is respected.
That's a lie. So this is it. There are people you meet in this life that will tell you they hate wide shots in films. Right? They like close-ups. That's how weird human beings are. Like you can't just subject the whole world around yourself. That's not how it works.
Are they filmmakers?
They don't have to be filmmakers for their points to like count. That's what I'm trying to say. They are human beings.
Okay, so it's just like it's just like me now. If I'm, you know that it's just like I'm saying that I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor, and I say I prefer X-ray over MRI. So that they are not filmmakers. They don't have to be filmmakers.
I know I'm trying to just talk.
No, you see, they are not filmmakers.
No, I don't understand the example you just give.
Okay, so now, but they are not filmmakers, but they prefer this thing, wide shots over close-ups, right? You understand? All these kind of shots can tell a story. These two shots can tell a story, right? An MRI machine can see what is in a human person's body, the same way an X-ray machine can see what is in a human person's body. You understand? So it's just like me saying I'm not a doctor now and I say I prefer X-ray over MRI. It just doesn't make sense now.
So what I'm trying to say is, there's a filmmaker somewhere, right? I will say he doesn't like using wide shots.
But the funny thing is that for that, he doesn't like using wide shots, but I don't think it even exists. I don't think it will actually
Jesus!
I swear, I don't think it exists. You know the funny thing?
You see my problem with
Raymond?
Like, this is my problem. You are so quick. You are so quick to center things.
No.
Like, you do not want to see the
I don't
possibilities
think
of this.
So. Like somebody that see, but
7 billion people for this life.
Even if the
Jesus
filmmaker,
Christ of
guy,
my life.
there's no film in this life. There's no
God,
film in this life that doesn't have a wide shot.
How? Just last week, right? I watched a film that was full-fledged profile shot. She was just sitting on Omuleto. No wide shot. It's close up, like almost close. Why would you say such a thing? Why would you say there's no film? That is a very. You have disgraced yourself on national television. Why would you say such a thing? Like you just kill your. You just shot yourself.
There's no film, but
you just shot yourself.
There's no film that
a short film is a film. Like a mini short film is a film.
In fact,
a film is a film. How would you say there's no film on earth that doesn't have a wide? What kind of controversial statement is that?
You know the funny thing? I don't want to say that. I don't want to like. I fear that I want to use the term of like an actual film, like a full-fledged film that can go on without, because in the short film generally there are like a lot of things you can move away with because it's a short film. But let's just say a full-fledged film, so there's no full-fledged film that can go without having a wide shot.
From what you're trying to say, short films are less important.
Yes. I swear to God. I swear to God. Short films are less important than full-feature films.
Why are you running away from what you are saying? This is what you said. This is what you said.
What did I say?
There's no film in this life that does not have a wide shot. That is what you said.
Okay, yeah, so I now rephrase it that there's no full-length film that doesn't have a wide shot.
How will you say such a statement? That is wrong. How? It's possible that you have
impossible.
It's
impossible. Anybody when they watch this video, but bring full feature film when they get wide shots for me. I swear, if you know that film, guy, I swear this thing because I dey very sure.
Possible. How many films you don't see?
It's impossible.
Impossible how?
Okay, so
are you the fucking god of kids?
No, the thing is now because of the
can't
fact
without
that you can't show us a film that doesn't have it, Godwin can't show us a film that doesn't have a wide shot. Now, if we see that thing, it will seem like it's original now.
Yes.
Because none of us have proof. We are just shouting based on it's possible because there are 7 billion.
Yeah, so
people.
it's
like
you haven't seen.
You can't see. It's original because now we'll probably say that's the first film that doesn't have a wide shot.
Probably.
This is why I think the problem is here. You try to compress your definition to suit one particular thing you see. Right?
What are you referencing?
I'm referencing. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm referencing what you said right on originality. Now I'm referencing what you say right on film. You said film. Now you cut back to like back yourself up and say there's no full feature. Like how do you actually do this?
I
like
swear.
film. Google what a film is. A short film is a film, right? Right? Yes or no?
I know they argue with that one.
I don't know. I don't actually know how to continue this conversation, right?
Okay.
Because
So we got to this point because I just asked a simple question. What are some cliches that you like in movies and some you don't like? Now we're about to move to originality. What are some of the original ideas that you've seen in film? Original idea. Raymond, 2. Godwin, 2.
Okay, I'll kind of reference this thing. James Cameron's Avatar, number 1. I mean, like, I can't pinpoint anything where that thing, like, I've not seen anything that thing comes from. Rather, in fact, things are actually coming from it, right? You understand? To be honest, I can't pinpoint one single thing. I said this James Cameron's Avatar. So, yeah.
Man, like I said, I consider everything original in their own sense. So I'll just call the last 2 films I've seen. La La Land. I think that's a very, very original film. And also I watched the series and I thought it was like an original series. But now let me cut back.
Is it that conversation?
Let me cut back to
Is it that
something.
conversation?
Now this guy actually said
No.
Can you, and it's my turn to
wait,
talk. Is it
no,
not my
wait.
not me need to talk.
They go.
Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk?
Talk first.
This guy said Avatar.
Later.
Abi, this guy said Avatar. So, you should remember, if you follow this process with us, right, you can understand I said one thing, right? Ideas inspire ideas. When I was watching Avatar, it probably was not how it went. Right? No, can I talk? Let me talk. When I was watching Avatar, it's probably not how it went, right? But this is what I saw in Avatar. I saw the stereotyped African culture, right, playing out in a way where white men come to dominate the land. But this time we have Africans fighting back. Now they replace it with blue 3D models all around the forest. That was what I saw, right? Talking about The Boys, right? I was having a conversation with Eric, who is like a writer also today. The Boys. Still going back to my conversation on ideas inspire ideas. In The Boys, what I saw is now The Boys. It's a very interesting series. I think everybody should go watch it. Superheroes, but like in a very, very capitalized, very capitalized word. So this is what I'm seeing in The Boys. The Boys is Marvel, DC, and a little bit of capitalism. Marvel in the sense where Marvel paints their heroes as strong heroes. Marvel has a very, very emotional attachment to their heroes. They display it in their films very well, where they show you how emotional the heroes can be. DC shows you collateral damage, people that die. Like, they show you how people die. Collateral damage. Now you have what? Superhero emotional shit plus collateral damage with a sprinkle of capitalism. Capitalism in what sense, right? Now they get these heroes together. Heroes will get talent management agency. Like, these heroes are being managed in a world, like in this world, and you can actually see everything playing out. So when I see things like that, I try to break down, oh, bro, these ideas can actually have like been generated from these particular ideas. So like every single thing is original, but we cannot look past the sense that it was inspired by some things, right? Which cuts back to like what I'm trying to say now. I believe everything is original in its own sense, because even though I'm picking from 5-6 different places, I'm forming one thing at the end of the day.
I said the same thing indirectly. I said that you can pick from an original and make it your own, right? That's what The Boys is. The Boys is unapologetically DC characters. There's a girl going around dressing so much like Wonder Woman. Their main character is literally Superman with a cape as American flag. They have a fast super speed character. Let's just say it's referencing the Flash, right? You understand? But like those are the 3 main characters that I know from the shows, and that I realized that when these 3 characters are referencing DC, right? You understand? This was something that referenced what I said earlier, that you can pick from an original idea and make your own. But do not just go and copy and paste.
So do you think they copied and pasted or it's original?
I think it's original.
Created personally by a particular artist, writer, musician, etc. Not a copy. That was emphasized. Created personally by a particular artist, writer, musician, etc. In emphasis, not a copy. Similar words that mean the same thing is authentic, genuine, actual, real, true.
If we were to actually follow this actual this thing, if we were to follow this word, right, then me saying that something that has been picked from an original, like let's just say use an example like The Boys, then it's not really original then.
The Boys.
Yeah,
It's not original now. That's,
because there's a copy.
of course, there's
From
you can
something.
reference it to something else. Like clearly, don't even mistake.
So this is the controversy here. If you want to do that, right?
Nothing is
If you want to do that, then we start counting
No,
back to
only
history.
some only
No,
things go
even
original.
them, right? We do not have an idea of what inspired what they do. Like we just sit here and think Faraday. No. We sit here, we sit here and think.
Inspiration is-
No, there's a story that has been told now. See how this guy gets up to this, sit down on top mango tree and mango.
Come for head.
How? It's probably true, but there's something else that actually gives him the backing to have found that thing out. We have no idea because we never existed in that time. We will never have an idea, no matter how much we try. We will never understand what happened.
You know,
then.
say God didn't
So
bring
now
talk
let's
of
track it back to
inspiration.
time. I know they bring any inspiration talk. And they say something bigger than inspiration inspire these things. And if we're actually going to try, why nobody will try? Why nobody will try? Something bigger than inspiration inspired in the sense that if we are going to say nothing is original or we are going to say The Boys is not original, let's go back to Superman. Something probably inspired Superman. Let's go back to what inspired Superman. Let's go back to what inspired.
No, but what inspired Superman to create Superman is not Superman.
Now let me reference when I said that stuff, but like okay, so now, but this thing about this statement has come. No, okay, so now, but this thing doesn't stand. It doesn't stand on its own as like it's just one thing that exists. So that's why that thing is not scam. It's scam, but now, what I just want to say is that before, but I've learned a lot in this conversation, but I'm just surprised at the fact that you are still doing that kind of excuse of it's original in their own sense. Some things are not just original. Some things are just this is where they came from. You understand? This is where-
So
the
this is
definition just said
so,
copy is not an
wait,
original. And
this
something-
is
But
where-
you want to
this is
just
where-
justify them and say they are because the
Original
color
in
of
their
the air
own
is
sense.
different, they are original in their
So you
own
want
sense.
to look
There's
past
nothing like-
everything like that. Like you want to look past those attributes and say because this is where it came from. This guy is not like
Man,
something
copy
different.
na copy, and they say copy is not original. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's like you are see the way you are taking this thing.
No, I'm
you are
tired.
taking it like it's
Seriously, I
bad.
can't continue.
It's not original.
See,
it doesn't
different.
mean it's a bad thing.
These things are different. See, mother guy, Superman is different. I'm not saying Superman might not have inspired this guy, but they are fucking different character-wise. They are fucking different. This guy burns people. He burns. See, he hold the woman wey be say na him be the close. He burn her with laser vision like this. Superman go do that kind of thing. Like you have to look towards these things. They make these two things stand out differently. It's important. You can't just say because you are judging your perception on their powers. Of course, their powers might rhyme, but like these two things, they are different. Just like every fucking stone on the ground is different. Just like our fingerprints are different. Just like our fingerprints are different. Like everything is different. We just need to accept it.
Hello, people. It's sponsor time. Want to do a big shout out to Ariwatis. They hooked up us with these beautiful shirts, and you can actually check them out at their website www.ariwatis.com. They also have an Instagram page at Ariwatis. They ship worldwide, so definitely give them a look out for. The link to their website is in the description below. So yeah.
So yeah, we have argued and bantered about what we both think, or everybody thinks, originality and cliche might actually, be. But we want to see you guys talk about these things too. We want to actually see your perspectives on these topics, and so tell us what you actually think about what an original, let's see, an original idea or a cliche idea might possibly be. Let's continue the conversation down in the comment section. Thank you guys for turning up to watch this. Love.
Please, we have a Patreon page, and we would not mind your support for us to keep making more content like this, and so that we can buy Sprites while we're arguing like this. Please support us on our Patreon page. To get to our Patreon page, you can click the link above, and it's also in the description. www.patreon.com/thecritics001. Thank you very much. I love you.
Peace out.